Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on betcraft. Another very beautiful Wednesday morning, and once again, we are back with our predictions. All right, we look at football matches happening across the globe and make verdicts on each of them. Using the recent results that these teams had, we always come up with the best possible verdict for each of the matches that are going on. Today, we have Champions League matches happening once again, and we're going to look into them in a short while. And yesterday we had a very good outing. We won all the games we predicted here yesterday, winning every single one of them. Our predictions was right on the spot. And kudos to those of us who took part on those and that very one and won yesterday. And today we are hopeful we are going to have another very good outing. And also remember we have our games on the VIP session. Also remember to join the VIP. You can always find the link in the description of this very video or anywhere you see join channel membership around this very video. All right, with that said, we head to the business of today, and we start with the very first game for us today. It is in the Champions League where we have Frankfurt who will be facing Liverpool. A very important cracker for both sides. And when you look at Frankfurt in the last six matches, it is two victories and a draw, as well as three losses in the last six games. And looking at Liverpool, on the other hand, they've had two wins and four losses out of the last six games. And when you look at how the two sides fared from home and away perspective, you can see that the home side, Frankfurt, in the last 10 home matches have resulted to five wins for them, two draws, as well as three losses in the last 10 home games for Frankfurt. And we side Liverpool, on the other hand, have won four games, one draw, but have lost five matches. They're having a very serious decline in form, Liverpool. And all right, when you look at how these two sides, when you bring all these two results together, we are going to, expect to see their way side, Liverpool, who have a lot to prove, and they'll be looking to do very well in this very encounter to return back to winning ways. Hence the reason I'm going with their way side, Liverpool, double chance in Liverpool to either win or draw and over 1.5 at least. At least two goals, but Liverpool to win or draw. That's our verdict for that very game, okay? And the next Champions League game we have for you today is between FC Monaco and Tottenham Hotspurs. All right, and when you look at the stats for these two sides, Monaco have just one win and three draws. They've lost two matches in the last six games. Okay, and the away side, on the other hand, Tottenham Hotspur winning two games and three draws, but they've lost once in the last six recent encounters. And taking a look at the performances from home and away perspective, you can see that Monaco have won six games from home. They also had three draws and have lost one game in the last 10 home matches. And away side, Tottenham, on the other hand, have five victories and four draws in the last 10 home games. They've also lost one. Again, when we look closely at the results for both sides, you can see for Monaco, the last 10 home matches that they have so far have produced lots of goals. We've seen them have over 2.5 on 8 occasions out of the last 10 home matches. Okay, 80% of the time they produced over 2.5 goals. And Tottenham, on the other hand, the last 10 away games they had also produced over 2.5 goals on 6 occasions. That's 60% of the time. They've been able to achieve a minimum of 3 goals in most of the matches. So we are going with the goals in this very one, and we expect to see at least 3 goals in this very encounter and over 2.5. That's our value for that very game. Okay. All right. Next is also in the Champions League. We'll have Galatasaray of Turkey will be coming up against Bodø Glimt of Norway. And we look at the stats. We could see Galatasaray winning 4 matches and a draw, as well as one loss in the last six games. And the away side, Bodø Glimt, have got 3 wins and 3 draws out of the last six games. All right, and when you look at how these two sides have performed from home and away basis, you can see for the home side, Galatasaray, they've won 8 games in the last 10 home matches, and as well as 2 draws. They've not lost a single match in the last 10 home games. We saw them, defeating the likes of Liverpool. One of the biggest home wins so far. When you look at the away side, on the other hand, Bodø Glimt, they had 7 victories as well as 2 draws with just one loss in the last 10 away matches. Okay. Again, when you take a look at the goals, you can see that for the home side, the last 10 home matches that they had also produced over 2.5 on 7 occasions out of the last 10 home games. 7 times out of 10 they've had over 2.5. And the away side, Bodø Glimt, on the other hand, also most of the matches that they had produced over 2.5. For them, it is 8 times out of 10 that they had from away actually produced over 2.5. That's to say that these are sides that score goals as well as concede goals, both sides. So we are going with the goals in this very encounter, and we expect to see a minimum of 3 goals occurring in this very encounter. So we are going with an over 2.5. That's our verdict for that very encounter. Lastly, also another game in the UEFA Champions League between Chelsea and Ajax Amsterdam. Okay, in this very encounter, we know that recent games for these two sides have seen Chelsea winning 4 games and losing 2 matches in the last 6 games, and Ajax on the other hand have only managed just a single victory as well as 2 draws, but have lost 3 games out of the last 6 matches. They're not in good form at the moment, Ajax Amsterdam. Okay, and when you look at how these two sides have fared from home and away perspective, looking at down at the home side, Chelsea, we could see 8 victories and a draw as well as 1 loss. 80% of the time, Chelsea have actually been able to achieve victory when playing from Stamford Bridge, their home side. And when you look at the away side, on the other hand, Ajax, on the other hand, have managed just 2 victories from, away, and they've had 5 draws as well as 3 losses. Not the best of results for a side like Ajax. So that's to say, it's showing a decline in form, for Ajax, their away side in this very one. And Chelsea have actually gotten 80% victory in the last 10 home matches. So we are going to expect them to do very well here, against the Dutch side. So we expect to see Chelsea, the home side, winning outrightly in this very one. But we expect to see Chelsea winning with goals also in this very encounter. We are going with the home side to win and plus 2 goals at the minimum. So Chelsea to score at least 2 goals, in this very encounter and win outright. So it is home win and over 1.5. That's our value for that very game. Okay, and that will conclude it for us today on Betcraft on our predictions here. And remember, the other games that we have will be on our VIP special group. We'll put out games that we believe that have that high probability of coming out correctly. Do endeavor to join. You can always find the link to that in the description of this very video. You can always take it to our VIP special. Do endeavor to join. In that way, you're also supporting us, for us to be able to continue doing this. Do endeavor to join and support us for a little token. All right. With that said, remember to play responsibly, as these are football matches. Sometimes it may not always, result to what was expected. So many other factors might come in and affect the outcome of the game. Things like a red card and some other tactical errors that may affect the entire match. So do play responsibly. Do approach it with caution. There's no 100% prediction anywhere. Okay, so with that said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with a prediction on this very channel. Do not miss out, but until that time, keep winning.